Hello. Hello, hello. I am alone today. Also, the subtitle is below the below the window caption. That there we go. Yeah. Uh, I am alone today because Marv is sick. Um, he had pretty bad tooth trouble. I'm pretty sure she mentioned that last time too. So that has just gotten worse. Uh, She's had a lot of things she's had to get pulled out, so he wasn't really up to streaming together today. So I'll be the only one streaming TwT, which I've been calling it. Um, I'll be the only one that's doing that at face. So alone. Uh, of course, still, if anyone wanted to join in from the Danish VTuber Discord, you're welcome to. There is nothing stopping you. Literally, I cannot stop you. I don't even have powers to kick you out if you're being mean. Which obviously you won't be. I feel like we should put some music on. Give me a moment, I'll find some. Where's my audio thing? Oh, there it is. I've had to reset my my like whole audio and OBS setup because it had an update, and when it updated it glitched. Like my whole setup glitched. So now I had to reset it all. Which is pretty annoying, honestly. Now everything is like not set up how I'd like them to. Uh, where the hell is my music? It's an art, yeah, art stream stuff. Sound effects, music. Uh, this one. Open with Bragfa. Oh, it's already got everything in here. Well, cool. Now let's make sure you can hear that too. Oh, you can. Perfect. I shall. I think it actually plays even if I close it. Yep, it does. Cool. I am going to try to learn D today. Uh, D or Dlang is, as far as I read. I read a little bit uh, on the wiki about what it actually is. It's like C, but not. That's the gist I got, at least. A lot of it has a lot of like programming words in there, but it's just C, but it's different somehow. I got recommended to learn it because, I mean, why not? Seems pretty fun. I've tried C sharp to be just a bit specific. I'm using C as like an umbrella term, not as C itself. Uh, let's just create a folder. We'll name that Dlang because I don't want to have any better words. Dlang. In there we can create. How about we just call it new document? Call it. I can actually just make it in here. And you can see it too. Touch dlang dot d. Oh wait, it's exclamation mark touch dot dlang. Turn command out. Pain. Oh wait, I don't. Can you even see the bottom of this? I don't think you can. Oh no, you can. It's just very small. Can't we capture this again? Yeah, we can. Then we'll just. Oh wait, I can't. Yeah. This is kind of annoying in on Linux, the like Alt key which you use to crop stuff in OBS. That's how you move around Windows very easily. But I can't do that. Just trying to. We'll just do it the old way. I just create a document in here and then something like that. Dlang.d. So dlang.d. Go in there. Then we have to find out how to write D, which might not be very easy. I have the D wiki up here, but there were like a tutorial somewhere. Well, this says it's a very like very easy thing, so let's just try to import this. There's like a little hello world snippet here. Import std and void main. Right line L B. Wait, it has to be talking signs, all quotation marks. Now, how do we run this? Not fully sure. I'm thinking if I open up another terminal, I'll make sure you all can see that too in a little bit. But here, let me make it up Windows capture. Oops. Oh yeah, my desktop is a window capture, which is super weird. Is this it? No. There it is. Yeah, web design is my passion. I don't really know how to display this many stuff. It's so odd ratio wise, so I don't really know how to display it. I want to make like an overlay for all this, but I haven't really gotten around to it. So it should just be stand up the package and build management system for D. Dub dlang.d. Source file must start with a recipe comment. Well, see if we can figure out how to do that. The error source file must start with a recipe comment. The error. In this error with the A step. What? Nope, this is not what we're looking for. Cool. It's an error, no one's got it before. Amazing. I guess we'll find something else. Let's try and find some other like help page, because that whole hello world snippet don't work for me. Take the tour, learning D first. Language specifications, article tutorials, video tutorials, interactive best practices, common idioms, auto, Microsoft Windows. Dlang tool basics, fully available in 6 languages plus 7 work in progress languages as of July 2020. That seems alright. Oh. I guess I should show my window, like my little Firefox. Window capture, desktop, Twitch chat. Nope. Welcome to Dlang. Mozzarella tour. Put that down there. It's gonna get even more. We're just gonna collect these. Collect all of these guys. Little windows. Probably way too small to read. Let's move this down here and this up here. And we could just hide this up at the top of Firefox like this, and then we have like a little bit more space than we would otherwise have. I guess if we're doing this, we might as well just do this too. Actually, move this over a lot because that part of the page is not displaying anything. Then we'll move this over here too because this part of the terminal is also not showing anything. Oh, I'm so smart. Look at that. So smart. Okay. Welcome to the interactive tour of D program. Wait, is that a... Oh, of the... Okay, I didn't read that. I thought they used D as instead of the... Like THEE. Of like... I thought they were being really smart about this. Nope. Of the D programming language, the tour gives you an overview of this powerful and expressive language which compiles directly to efficient native machine code. What is D? D is the culmination of decades of experience implementing compilers for many diverse languages. There's many unique sets of features. Many of these I won't understand. High-level constructs for great modeling power, high performance compiled language, static typing, direct interface to the operating system APIs and hardware, blazingly fast compile times, memory safe subset safety, maintainable easy to understand code, gradual learning curve, C-like syntax similar to Java and others, compatible with C application binary interface, limited compatibility with C++ application binary interface, multi-paradigm imperative structures, object-oriented, generic functional program purity, and even assembly, built-in error detection, contracts, unit test, and many more features. About the tour. Oh, well, didn't. I should probably take a pause there. About the tour, each section comes with a source code example that will be can be modified and used to experiment with these language features. Click the run button or control enter to compile and run it. To navigate this tour, either use the arrow or the next arrow. Links at the bottom, or left to right arrow keys, or go straight to particular sections by using the menus at the top. Contribution to this tour is open source and welcome pull requests, making this tour even better. Import studio, import ST algorithm. I guess try and copy this in, I guess. Let's see if this works. No! The source file must start with a recipe comment. What does that mean? How am I gonna give you my recipes? What the fuck? It's just part of it. Like, to compile this code, you need to give like a cookie recipe or you will not compile it. Source file must start with a recipe comment. Really nothing. No, no. I'm opening up another one because I don't want to just search random stuff and have everyone see it. Dlang recipe comment. Commenting out code. Recipe and best practice for accessing calm. The origins of the D cookbook. D cookbook. No, that's not about cooking anyways. Oh, bad face. Accomplish common task and D. Well, that's not it. Commenting out code. Really important current events. Documentation generator. The D. I don't think this is it either. Why wouldn't it just work though? What I'm confused at. Like, they just pretend that you're supposed to just copy it in and then it'll work, but it isn't. It just isn't in this instance. And it's importing all the stuff. Well, I actually don't know if it's importing the stuff. I don't really know how to check. Let's start with a recipe comment. Run decode. Ow. Getting started. This seems like a good place to go to start. So when you have enough reasons to try D, let's get your hands dirty. Your first program. It's a beginner-friendly step-by-step introduction on how to build your first D program. See the Hello World section on online book. Okay. First program to show you in the most programming language is the Hello World program. This is a very short and simple program, merely writes Hello World and finishes this program. It's important because it includes some of the essential concepts of the language of that language. Here's a Hello program in D. That's the one we've copied in before. The source code above needs to be compiled by a D compiler to produce an executable program. That's not what we're doing. Man dub. Package and build management system for D. Manages the dub project and the current directory. Dub can serve as a build system and package manager, automatically keeping track of projects dependencies, both downloading them and linking them into the application. So I don't think this might not be it. Wait, run, build and run a package. Use the main package, the current working directory by default. Initiates an empty package, the specified type in a given directory. By default, the current working directory is used. Custom templates can be defined by packages by providing a sub-package called init execute. No default source files are added in this case. Okay, I guess we'll just dub init recipe package recipe format STL or JSON. JSON, please. Name Dlang. I probably couldn't put stuff like that. Invalid friend. Okay, sorry. Names consist only of lowercase alphanumeric characters, dashes, and underscores. Red, but lowercase. Description: a minimal D application. I first D. My first dapper app. Offer name grad. Yeah, that's correct. License proprietary gamer. Wait, let me. Okay. Um, copyright string grad. Copy left. Wait, I don't think you could just. I don't think that works. If you just say copy left instead. I think this is wrong. Just straight up. Add dependencies. Leave E. Yeah, well, I don't know. It says created empty project in home grad GitHub projects Dlang. Package successfully created in dot. What menacing. Yeah, but what did you make? What have you made? Ooh. There's now a source, dlang.d, that's the one we're in currently, dub.json. Source we have app.d. Import studio, void main, write, edit source app.d to start your project. Oh! Well, I guess we're not gonna have to use this. Yoink. Tab new. Wait, where are we? Okay. Whew. That's not the one I wanted to go into. Just open the file. It was not text. Wait. Tab new. Can I actually just... Doesn't this work? No, it doesn't let me auto-complete it. Wait, huh? Oh. No. Okay, well. Where are we again? Desktop. It. Wait, we're on desktop. Wait, why are we on desktop? Why? Okay. I thought we would be at home. There we go. Dlang source add. That should probably work. Hello, CJ. I am not joined by Moth today. I am all alone. Moth got a little sick after oh, such collab. Yeah, I'm collabing with myself today. Co-apping. Okay, that's actually very on part for what we're doing. We're trying to make a D app, I suppose. I'm actually just trying to figure out how to work D right now. I think maybe we're onto something. It had been screaming at me because I didn't have a recipe comment, and then when you search D recipe comment, it didn't come up with anything. But I have found out that by using my deductive skills and manuals, that you can make an app and have it make it for you with this magical command named initiate. We have to cd into something. Isn't it source? That's at the dub D. No, same problem. He's struggling with D is a common transical experience. Yeah, apparently also my back is killing me right now. Ow. I just feel like a spike of pain. Sitting at having a desk job is like so bad on your back. How are you? I'm fine. I feel like a little, I guess, sick. But it's okay. I've got walnuts that I got at work. I have those. So I'm gonna like eat those and like stave off scurvy. I don't think I've got scurvy, but I mean, who knows? better, better be safe, I guess. Also, why did I get walnuts at work? Well, so they have like they have a gift tree over there, which I thought was decoration first of all. But apparently today, while I was there, I got a note that said, "You can pick up a gift from under the tree today." The gifts I thought was purely for decoration, but apparently not. So I opened my gift, and it was just walnuts, like a big bag of walnuts. And yeah, I just got walnuts and toffee and chocolate, which honestly good gift. I like all of those things. Those are like universally liked. Walnuts are a little weird though. I mean, maybe it's because of like nutcrackers and Christmas time stuff. So that's not really a thing you do in Denmark. So it's a little odd on that part. Nutcrackers aren't really that common. I'm talking about those like nutcracker men and like the whole nutcracker thing. Sure, you're still eating walnuts at Christmas a little bit. Anyways, I'm fine. You asked me how I was and I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine, and then I talked about walnuts for like twice the amount of time I talked about how I was doing. Maybe it's dub run. Oh. Gnome package manifest dub.json or dub.sdl was found in home grant project source. Please run dub from the root directory of an existing package or run dub init -- help to get information on creating a new package. Well, then we'll cd out. Wait, how do I cd out? Cd, right? No. Cd. Hey, that's how I do it. Dub run. Okay, starting performing debug build using user bin gdc. Building grad master, building configuration application, running grad. Hit the source app to start it. Yes, that's what it says in the thing. We wrote this. Well, you didn't write it. We're gonna paste this in. See how that works. Yeah, just delete that. Yoink. Oops, I'm gone. There we go. Now I'm back. Gone, back. We gambled for small Christmas gifts every morning in my previous department. I made a mix floppy diskette. Oh, that sounds really nice, actually. Sounds super fun. Run this. Woo! Hello world, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, so cool and awesome. We made that. We kind of didn't, but I just copied code in. But cool. You got right line, initiate, array, initiate. No, I mean, it's probably just, it's integer array name equals content semicolon. It's very JavaScript, I guess. Well, not really. It's very C#. Yeah, I should probably say C# instead of JavaScript, because when I say JavaScript, I'm thinking of TypeScript yelling at me. The TypeScript is T. TypeScript can go die. I hate that. Let me do what I want. I don't want to tell you the types. I know what I'm doing. You're the one not knowing what I'm doing, and that's the problem. And contains some Amiga Tracker Christmas files, a piece of ASCII art, and of course a Steam code for Hypnospace Outlaw. Good game. Haven't played it yet. I had a plan. I had plans to do it though. I was about to just like start building something, but I don't know a thing currently, so it would really not be very smart to do that. Oh wait, we've got a sword. We've got a sword and a chain. I don't really know what chain does. Maybe it just like flattens everything out. How does it come out? 1, 2, 3. Interesting. It seems to be like it seems to be like splitting them all into arrays of like arrays going up. It's pretty cool. Don't really know what fuckery is going on here though. Gonna be honest. This feels pretty fuckery. Like something enter key carriage return. Yes, carriage return. Well, new line. It's new line, not carriage return. That's /r. String. I'm guessing string new line, string new line, string new line. Then arrays. I just don't know. I guess it's maybe it's these that's like. No, well, you wouldn't be able to dominate that system. It's confusing. This seems more confusing to make what do you call it? I don't think it's called string literals. It's something. It's probably something else, isn't it? It's This just seems more confusing. I guess if you're writing short code, I guess it's good enough. Let's just go along. Let's read more. Ooh. Read in your language. Dlang Tour is available in multiple languages: Brazilian, Portuguese, European Portuguese, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Russian, Slovak, Spanish, Swedish, Turkish, Ukrainian, Vietnamese. For English, just click next or use the right arrow keys. Languages isn't listed here. You can find in-work translations here or ping us on GitHub. Start a new translation repository. Install D locally. The D language reference compiler is called DMD, Digital Mass D, also available as LDC, a LLVM based decompiler, and GDC, a GCC based decompiler. That's the one we've got installed. See the compiler's wiki page for more detailed information. But if you're new to D and aren't sure which to install, just install DMD, which is the one we didn't install. I couldn't get it to download. That's why we're not using it. DMD Dungeons M Dragons. Yeah, that seems right. Download and install. The D downloads page provides an overview of various D implementations. Contains links to pre-built OS-specific DMD packages ready to download and install. As an alternative to the US-specific packages, there's also an install script for use with any POSIX-like systems, Linux, FreeBSD, Mac OS, that can install various implications, including multiple versions of them. Locally without trying administrative rights. See the install script documentation for details. There's so many like hard words to pronounce in this, and there's no rests. These are hard words. Configure your editor. The beauty about D is that you don't need a fancy IDE as boilerplate code. As boilerplate code is very rare. Okay. There. Beauty of D is that you don't need a fancy IDE. As boilerplate code is very rare. I mean, I don't know if this is how you actually do commas. I just sort of do commas when you have to take a rest in reading. That's sort of how I follow commas, and I feel like that's probably pretty spot on. I feel it's very long, it's been very long since I've done like writing that's supposed to look great. However, using these is nicer when you are in a comfortable zone of your favorite editor. There's D plugins for at least the following editors, and we are using Vim. We also want to try the IDE dedicated to TwT Dlang IDE. The D wiki contains wild. The D wiki contains a more detailed overview of available editors and IDEs. D comes with a compiler, DMD, Dungeons and Dragons, a script like run tool, DMD, and a package manager, dub. DMD compiler. The DMD compiler compiles D files and creates a binary on the command line. DMD can be invoked with the file name DMD hello. I don't think we have this one. DMD. Oops. DMD. Nope, we don't have it. Oh, can't use it. We're using dub. Many options that allow you to modify the behavior of DMD compiler. Browse the online documentations, run DMD -- help for an overview of available flags. Pride flags. Cool. That's not what that means. On the fly compilation with RDMD. The helper tool RDMD distributed with the DMD compiler will make sure to compile all dependencies and automatically run the resulting application. RDMD hello. RDMD. Nope. Don't have that either. On Unix systems, there's shebang line. I do. Uh, hashtag exclamation mark users bin env can be put in front of the first line of an executable default to allow a script-like usage. Browse the online documentations and run RDM help for an overview of available pride flags. Package manager dub. The standard package manager is dub. When dub is installed locally, a new project hello can be created using the command line. Dub init hello. That's British. Yeah, it's British. Talk British to the D and it'll work for you. Running dub inside this folder will fetch all dependencies, compile the application, and run it. Debuild, compile the project. Browse the online documentations or run dub help for an overview of available commands and features. All available dub packages can be browsed through dub's web interface. Oh, a turtle. Let's collect it. Mine now. Probably very mean to do that. I'm sorry. I think it's cute. I'm just gonna keep it down here in the corner and remove it once the stream's over. I like to collect little guys. What can I say? Give me a little guy and I'll collect them. Sorry about that. Import the modules. One of these core design decisions was to be consistent and avoid corner cases in the language. This is called turtles all the way down. One good example is for this consistency are imports. Imports for a simple Hello program, the imports are needed. The import statement makes all public functions and types that are given the module available. It'll start falling down. Okay. An import statement does not need to appear at the top of a source file. It can also be used locally within functions or any other scope. In the following chapters, you will see this applies to almost all concepts in D. The language doesn't impose arbitrary restrictions on you. Selective imports. Standard library called Phobos is located under the package std, and its modules are referenced through import std module. The import statement can also be used to selectively import certain symbols of a module. Is it the import brightline right fl brightline right fln? Yeah. Selective imports can be used to improve readability by making it obvious where a symbol comes from. Also as a way to prevent clashing of symbols with the same name from different modules. Import match directories and files. These module system, in contrast to other systems, is entirely based on files. For example, my.cat always refers to a file cat.d in folder. The folder my needs to be in the current working directory or in one of the explicitly specified directories. -I. Lastly, to ease splitting big modules up into multiple smaller files, instead of cat.d, a folder cat could also be used as well. The compiler would then try to load mycat package.d instead of mycat.d. The convention, but not a hard rule, for package.d file is to publicly import all the modules in the same folder. What the fuck does that mean? I feel like this is starting to ramble a little bit. And becomes a little bit messy. Not the football person. bulk bone person. Yeah, the football person. Messi, the football person. Yeah. I don't understand this, but I probably don't really need to. I'll just pass it along. It provides a number of basic types, which always have the same size regardless of the platform. The only exception is the real type, which provides the highest possible floating point position. There's no difference between the size of an integer regardless of whether the application is compiled for 32-bit or 16-bit systems. Hello, Vaborg. I am actually very lightheaded from all this reading. Oh wait, I forgot there's code examples on the side. Wait, this wasn't... Yeah, this isn't really useful. Yeah, it just shows the... It just shows that, oh wow, thing inside thing is only allowed inside thing. Isn't that cool? This isn't really anything mind-blowing, I guess. Dlang, fuck his colors. Yeah, hi Luna. I'm lost. I read this import modules, then got to this part. It started kind of rambling. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Important it's here. It's just confusing. Digital Mastery. Oh, we read that. I read that like 2 minutes ago. I think. Maybe it was longer ago. I've been reading for a while. Basic types. Oh, we already read this top part. Got bool, byte, ubyte, char. I have worked with this, well, this one, this one. I don't think this one counts though, because I'm thinking of varchar from SQL, which I'm guessing is not the same one as this one. Short U short W char. Never heard of those either. I have dealt with int. Long is... That is... I think... I mean, I've just been told that long is just... it's just like a float or a double. Float and doubles I have like heard about. But... didn't really use float because... Wait, did I use float? One of these I didn't use because they sort of did the same for the purposes I used them for, so I didn't really specifically use one or all. Also, my teacher was like really said that double is called double, which I mean might be correct. Who knows? And then real. Make this variable real, so real. Bigger 16-bit, generally 16-bit, but 18-bit on Intel, actually 30-bit. It's just the max, I think. Real, only exception is the real type, which provides the highest possible floating point precision. No difference between the size of an integer regardless of whether the application is compiled for 37 or what, 32-bit or 16-bit systems. Okay. Oh wow, you've been writing a lot. Oh my god. Oh my god. So much. Okay, Luna's been writing. I guess I'll just read it all. Luna writes, basically when you import something, it matches the path of the file in the sources directory. If you have a file called package.d in a folder, then you can import that folder. Bool equal true, false, byte equal unsigned byte. Unsigned byte. S byte equal signed byte, char equal a single text character. Oh, simple enough, yeah. Uh, short equals 16-bit number, u short equal unsigned 16-bit number, w char equal wide character. Long and u long are 16-bit numbers. Float 32-bit floating point number has decimals. Double precision floating point 60-bit. Real highest precision float your CPU supports. Okay. Well, that's a lot of good options. Wait. My thing is on top of my... Oh. Just noticed. You can see the rest of the caption. No! Let the turtle out. Where's the turtle even? There it is. Yeah, I want the turtle still be there. There you go. Perfect. I think I get the gist about this. It's very simple. But there's no string, which might just be down here instead. No. Do you... Double pi f. Might just be something like another chapter, but who knows. The U prefix denotes unsigned types. Jar translate to UTF characters. So, okay, so what I just read from Luna is what they're about to explain right down here. Oh no, you spoiled me. Also, turtles all the way down just means you can do import within a function. Yeah, I think I got that, yeah. There is a string, but it's not a basic type. Ooh, okay. Wait, it's still not... Wait. Oh. That's why the caption was still behind the terminal. Okay. Use the 16-bit strings, data in UTF, but 2 strings. Conversation between variables and of different types is only allowed by the compiler if no precision is lost. However, a conversion between floating points, e.g. double to float, is allowed. Conversation to another type may be forced by using the cast type mychar expression. It needs to be used with great care though, as the cast expression is allowed to break the type system. The special keyword auto creates a variable that infers its type from the right hand side of the expression. Auto mychar equals 7 will deduce the type int for mychar. Oh. So this is just like this is JavaScript mode. Hey, could you figure out what this is? These... Oh, it's in. Oh, cool. Thanks. Note that the type is still set at compile time. It can't be changed. Just like any other variable with explicitly given types. Kind of after the type is inferred, it can't be changed after. Yeah, I thought so. Then it's like TypeScript instead. Well, I mean, you could change something in TypeScript, you just like need to write that TypeScript should ignore it. Yeah. So you can't do auto a equal 7 and a equal ascruf. Given error. Yeah, I thought so. All data types have a property dot initiate to which they are initialized. For all integers, this is 0. For all floating point, it is nan, not a number. Integral and floating point types have a max property for the highest value they can represent. Integer types also have a min property for the lowest value they can represent, whereas floating point types have a min underscore normal property, which is defined to the smallest representable normalized value that is not 0. Okay. Floating point types also have properties .nan, nan value, infinity value, .dig, number of decimal digits of precisions, mantdig, number of bits in mantissa. What is this? Decimal part of logarithm. This is math. Too much math. I don't need to know what this is right now. It'll just confuse me more. I'm just gonna focus on the code phase right now. Every type also has a string of property which yields its name as a string. This is really nice. I like this. Shout out. Index in D. In D, indexes usually have the alias type size underscore t, as it is a type that is large enough to represent an offset into the addressable memory. This is a uint for 32-bit and ulong for 64-bit architectures. Alright. Assert expression. Assert is an expression which verifies conditions in debug mode and aborts with an assertion error if it fails. Assert 0 is thus used to mark unreachable code. In-depth basic references. Alright. Yeah, it sure did mention a lot of different things, we'll get to all this, I guess. Moving on. It is a system programming language that and thus allows manual memory management. However, manual memory management is prone to memory safety errors. Thus, D uses a garbage collector by default to manage memory allocation. You provide pointer types like T star, or I guess T all, like in C. New memory block on the heap is allocated a new T variable, which returns a pointer to manage memory when T is a value type. Good. Int star a equal new int. Once the memory referenced by a isn't referenced anywhere through any variable in the program, the next garbage collection cycle will free its memory. By default, the garbage collector may only run when allocated memory from the GC. For example, when evaluating a new expression, GC cycle can be manually invoked with garbage collector. Okay. Can be manually invoked with garbage collector.collect from core memory. Collection can be disabled with GC disable and re-enabled with GC enabled. Enable. Memory safe subset violation can cause hard removes bugs, allow unauthorized access to sensitive data, corrupt memory. From these, D has a memory safe subset. He has 3 different security levels: function, system, trusted, safe. And is specified. Otherwise, the default is system, which does not check memory safety. Safe enforces a subset of D that provides memory bugs recurrent by design. Safe code can only call other safe and or trusted functions. Moreover, explicit pointer arithmetic is forbidden in safe code. Okay. They use a bit of complex wording there, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, I feel like they bring up a lot of stuff you don't need to know about. Like when I was learning T, I didn't learn pointers in the... I don't think there's the fourth, like the fifth page I've read. They're already talking about pointers and explicit pointer arithmetic, which, I mean, geez, I don't know what that is. I mean, I guess I know what a pointer is. It's like pointing to something else in memory, maybe. I guess. I don't know what pointers is. You haven't told me yet. Trusted functions are manually verified functions which must have memory safe interface. Internally, they can perform at system operations. These allow a bridge between safe D and the underlying dirty level. Oh. Rude. I don't know. Is that... Maybe this means something. But it just feels like they're just shitting on like other code. Trusted functions are manually verified functions which must have a memory safe interface. Internally, they can perform at system operations. These allow a bridge between safety and the underlying dirty level. Yeah. Explicit pointer arithmetic, doing math with pointers, which can lead to invalid addresses. Pointers are numbers that point to somewhere else in memory. Okay, so it is something with memory and pointing, which, I mean, yeah, that makes sense from the name. Still don't know what they mean by this. Let's just move on. Mutability, I don't know what mutability is. I don't think they're gonna explain what mutability is. Use a statically typed language. Once a variable has been declared, its type can't be changed from the point onwards. It allows the compiler to prevent bugs early and enforce restrictions at compile time. Good type safety provides support one need to make large programs safer and more maintainable. There are several type qualifiers at D, but more commonly used ones are constant and immutable. Immutable, in addition to static type system, D provides type qualifiers, sometimes also called type constructors, that enforce additional constraints on certain objects. For example, an immutable object can only be internalized once, and that after that it isn't allowed to change. Hey, they do explain it. Cool. Immutable can't be changed after set. Available is able to be changed after being set the first time. It's called dirty because it doesn't have as many safeguards. Oh. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't have guessed that at all. Immutable and equal error. Immutable and error equal 5. Or immutable 5 equal error and int is inferred. Error equal 5 won't compile. So wait, it's not allowed to change. So the first time it's like, wait. Then what changes this from being const? If we're making it like this, and this creates an error, why would you make an immutable thing if it's just a const? Like, this might just be a bad example, actually. Because the first time you would set it is like when you make it, so it would be you make an int, so it would be 0, and then they equal it to 5. So they used up the one change they had, I guess. Well, const is different. Oh. Objects can't be modified through a const reference. Wait, oops, I didn't read this. Immutable objects can thus be safely shared among different threads with no synchronization because they never change by definition. This also implies that immutable objects can be cached perfectly. Objects can't be modified through const reference. Immutable reference to the same object can still modify it. Const pointer can be created from either immutable or immutable objects. It's common for APIs to accept const arguments to ensure they don't modify the inputs, as that allows the same function to process immutable and immutable code. I don't know. I don't know a lot of this stuff they're bringing up, which it makes me very lost. This was supposed to be like, well, at least from reading it, reading the Dlang talk, it was supposed to just give me like enough knowledge to start coding. I don't know. Now I'm just sort of more lost. Oops, wait, did that change? I think I'll just start doing something. Like, I feel like it's just a good idea to start doing something instead of reading all this. Multi-threading 5D. Where's the documentation? Just dbkey, random page, link. I don't know what I'm looking for. Websites? No. Research scholarships. You should log this mean D. Right programming D. I started taking the tour, but wait, maybe it's getting started I should be using instead. The next chapter after mutability one starts on the more basic features, like control flow and all. Why did I read so many pages of stuff that's so complex and then it's just gonna be... Oh my god, yeah, this is stuff I know, I think. Yeah, switch case. If else... Wait, why is if else... Wait, why is this on page like... Oh, this is like page 9. There was the 4 like introduction pages. And 4 pages of stuff I didn't know about. Now we're getting to the stuff that... Oh. It's painful. Hi Mark, I'm actually glad you came now because the last hour has been painful. The next chapter, yeah. Let me read what that immutable thing said. Immutable cannot be modified, can't be modified through reference, but can be changed when cast to be unconst. Oh? I didn't know you could do that. Actually, because they want to appeal to C++ programmers. Oh. I guess that makes sense. They'd probably feel right at home when they have all this, whatever this is, up front. Immutable const, bet that. Void foo const char s. Don't know what this does. If not commented out, next line will result in error, can't modify const. So s equal 0 equal s x. That's saying a lot, but not explaining a lot. Basically, immutable hard enforces immutability. Const is more of a promise that something won't change. As such, you could throw mutable and immutable data in. Oh, I mean, I sort of get it, I guess. I sort of get it. Transitivity. Both immutable and const are transitive types, type qualifiers, which ensure that once const is applied to a type, it applies recursively to every subcomponent of that type. Immutable int star. Oh, my brain. Okay, I thought we would. I looked at this part and thought, oh, they forgot to put a space here, and they are trying to multiply int with p, but yeah, that wouldn't make any sense either. Equal new int, p equal null equal error, something p equal 5 equal error. I don't know what you call this. The element type of a pointer. Oh, it's a pointer, I think. Element type of pointer or array can be qualified separately. Immutable p equal int, immutable int, immutable int. Okay, mutable point. I don't. Also, I don't. This is a pet peeve, but don't use two characters that look similar. Q and P. Don't use those like in examples like this. They're not different enough. Use A and B, I guess. That's a lot better. Or X and Y. Those are like the default for a reason. Because those are obvious. Actually, I can change it myself. I'm not changing this. Why is it built like this? It's probably because they want it to be code block, whatever. I'm changing that. That's annoying. As such, you can throw mutable and immutable data in. Defensing star p equal defensing pointer p getting the value at the address. It's still hard to like visualize how that would work when I don't know how pointers work. I mean, I know they point to an address with a number, but that's about it. They point to something in memory. But it isn't a reference. I don't know. The string type is defined as immutable char array. Oh. That's cool. String s equal high. S quickly equal world. Okay, append new characters. S S0. equals C. Arrow can't change existing data. And you're immutable, so that's why. Fine, it's immutable char. So you can't change a string this way, which is a little annoying actually. I don't like that. Why? I would like to do whatever I want. That please. It should be the simpler stuff though. So when you do new int, that tells D to allocate some memory and return the address where that new int is. Okay. I think I get it. What is this wizardry? It's witchery, thank you very much. I don't fucking know. I don't know. If an application's flow can be controlled conditionally with if and else statements. If equal A, right line, if else if equal something. That's exactly how you write it in JavaScript. So I'm fine. I'll remember that. In A equal point new int A equal 11 changes the address it points to. A Oh, you wrote code comments, but because my chat is so small, I can't see it because it keeps going down to a new line. One sec, let me see. Would you like to call? Maybe it's better if I help teach. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. I could honestly use the help. Just to guide me like away from all this complex stuff and more over to the basics. Yeah, it's Starbound title concept.mp3 playing. Sort of want it loud on my ear, so I'm just gonna turn it up myself. Wait, does it actually change? No, that's cool. Okay, it does. It's like it does change independently of OBS. I'm calling. Oh wait. I'm so sorry. It's because of the OBS thing.
Oh, I can hear now.
Oh my god, you're so loud. 1 second.
Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, I'm just gonna like explain pointers to you so you understand, because otherwise it's gonna be a bit confusing. Because classes and stuff also goes into pointer territory.
Oh.
And, you do know what classes are, but yeah. So say we have so like when you have a star, that means it's an address. So int star is an address to an int. You can also do int star star. Then it's an address to an address of int.
Okay, cool.
So let's say we have an int p. So we're storing an address called p, a variable called p that has an address to an int. Do we then do new int like this? That means that new int will allocate 4 bytes for this int somewhere in memory and set the address in p to that.
Okay.
So then we can do, yeah.
So p contains the new address of, well, the address of the new p, of the new int.
Yeah, so you can see here that now it's just when I do right line p, you just get like the address where it is. So that's the address it's stored at. I'm sharing screen, by the way.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay, good.
Oh, should I show it on stream?
Up to you.
Nah, it's fine. I feel like it's fine.
Okay. So, like, you can get addresses to other things in memory. So for example, say we have an int a here, that's 42. Let's say we want to set p to whatever that address that is. Then we can do p equals ampersand. Ampersand means get the address to a. So now p points to this up here instead.
Okay. I'm guessing ampersand is something I'll get taught better later.
Possibly, but
yeah.
Now I'm explaining to it. The ampersand means get the address of, and then whatever you want to get the address of. So we want to get the address of A and store it in P.
Okay.
So when you put start for a variable name, that's the opposite. So get whatever's at address P. So if I do this, it should say 42 now, because now we're pointing to this up here.
Okay.
That means if we do P, no. Sorry, P equals 128. That means first get whatever is at address A, because we set it to be at address A, and set it to 128 instead of 42. And then it should say 128 over here.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, so you can basically point to different things in memory. This is pretty unsafe. For example, if we delete this from memory, this A, yeah, you're gonna have issues. For example, if we set int p to null and try to do the P128, we're gonna get a crash. Killed by signal 11, that means it crashed. Because now we're trying to set nothing to 128, and we can't set nothing to 128.
Okay.
Because null basically means like this thing doesn't exist, and you can't set non-existence to something.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's a more safe way to do this, so let's just do ref int a.
But what does ref mean? Yeah.
It's basically a safe version of the pointer. So, for example, let's do int p equals 42. No, 128, and then we can just do fp. And then it should be 42 when we run it, because now the f function gets a reference to a. Well, it gets a reference to whatever is passed in. So if I do this now, it'll say 42. Because this function goes in and actually gets the address of this internally, but in a safe way, so that makes sure that, like, you don't get null and a bunch of other stuff. So this one is safe to reference without, everything burning and exploding.
I sort of get it, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what all the pointer stuff is about. It points to different parts of memory.
Okay,
in C,
okay.
That's how arrays work. So, and also in D actually. So, like, you have an array. Internally, it's more like this. An array looks like it's a struct array, size t length, and then like this. So you just have a length of how many things are in it, and then you just have a pointer to where the data starts, and you can just count.
Oh wait, so this is sort of like an object, I guess.
Yeah. Structs are special in that they do not have inheritance and stuff.
Oh, so they can just be used anywhere?
Yeah, so a struct is a data structure. It only really is there to store data. Meanwhile, a class stores like an interface, so you can have like functions that can override functions and all that fancy stuff. A struct cannot do that. A struct just stores data and allows you to modify it. That also means that structs are more memory efficient because they don't have all this crazy creation code every time you create a new object, because they're very simple. So yeah. But yeah, so basically when you do string a equals blah, 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 what you're really doing is like creating a double,
yeah, an immutable char or something along those lines. Yeah.
Like, yeah. And also this is a smart thing you could do with a string. If you do dup, you could do a duplicate. You can make a duplicate of the string. So it allows you to make a clone.
A duplicate of the string.
Yeah, so basically now we have two strings. We have one called A and one called B. B has the same contents of A, but they're not pointing to the same thing, so you can change B without changing A.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And another thing is that you can't do string concatenation, so you can say like A, let's add to the end of that string. You can do that. You can also do A equals Okay. So in D, we have this special operator with the squiggly line. The squiggly line means
Yeah.
to append array elements together or append a string together. I should probably write it to
Oh,
the screen.
okay. I was thinking that. Yeah, I was actually thinking it was like the plus sign, which I'm
Yeah,
used to using instead. I
yeah.
was thinking it was just that.
D has changed that, so the plus sign will not work. Plus sign is specifically for math. The squiggly line is specifically for combining two arrays together.
Yeah, I can understand the split. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the quick explanation of how pointers work.
I feel a lot better along now.
Yeah.
Also, is that like an online D thing?
Yes, run.dlang.io is an online D.
Oh my god, I would love to have that because I'm not sure if I'm doing this thing correctly.
Yeah, I also see you're using some weird text editor. You might want to use VS Code because then you can get auto completion and stuff.
Oh no, I should have auto completion.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's better because the online editor does not have auto completion. You gotta know the D standard library to know where things are.
Right. Yeah, I have got auto completion.
Okay. But yeah, that was my quick introduction to that sort of stuff. If you have any questions, I can answer them right now.
I don't feel like I do. I'll probably come up.
Have you ever worked with Java and stuff like that?
No, I've only worked with C sharp.
Okay, well then that works too. C sharp is very. If you know C sharp, you also know a lot of D. So like.
Yeah, I mean a lot of this
working-
is seems very like similar.
Let's say like So a smart thing you can do in D. So you know in C sharp you have to like public blah 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 blah
Yeah, yeah.
every single time. Yeah, you can just do this, and then everything after these sections will be public or private.
Oh my god, that's so much nicer. Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is public, this is private. Anything else you put underneath the private colon is private. Anything you put under the public colon is public.
That's so much. Oh my god. Yeah.
Another thing is, so in C sharp you have to like manually say like everything is virtual, like be able to override it. It's opposite in D. Everything is virtual by default. If you want something to be unable to be overridden, you use final instead.
I haven't used virtual or final. Yeah, so
Okay, but well, that just means that you can like do override like stuff.
yeah, you just they just make it do other stuff in that
Yeah,
class instead.
yeah. And if you wanted to run the thing from the other thing, for example, sometimes you wanted to run some code from class A before running code in class B, you can do super.do stuff. That runs the stuff over here instead first, and then runs the stuff down here.
How? Like it just finds the first version, or
Yeah, it just well, because this is implements something called vtable. It's complicated in the background, but this basically just points back to the vtable of A and runs do stuff from that, so you can do stuff from A and then do stuff in here as well.
cool, cool.
So super basically means get anything from the parent class, which is the one after the colon, and then you can just tell it
Oh,
to do stuff from the parent class.
okay.
And yeah, the thing with structs, C, is that C structs you can't do this with structs, for example. They cannot override other structs or classes. They are just plain what you call plain old data. They just store data on their own.
Okay. So
Another thing is, oh sorry.
so you can't just you can't change anything inside the struct, or it's just
You can.
you can.
Yeah, it's just for example, you can't say a struct C is a B. You can't like do
Can't change it,
yeah,
or
yeah, you can't say like you can't do this. You can't like cast a C to a B. You can't like convert this thing into something else other than C.
I know Wolf just like jokingly said we were doing wizardry, but you're using cast parentheses.
Sorry.
Like you're using cast like an actual spell.
Cast B. But no, it's more like, you know, smithing casting, like you're casting something to fit in a mold. That's why it's called cast.
Oh, that version of cast. Okay.
Yeah. Another difference is, I know I just explained pointers to you.
Hmm?
So let's make a class A. It doesn't really have anything, and we have a struct B that has an int A, and also there's an int A just in case. So when you create a class A, my class, you have to use new, which means that this is always a reference. So my class, when you pass it around in your code, it will always be a reference. So you can always like edit things inside of them. B, however, is passed by a value like ints and stuff like that. So if you pass my struct to a function without it being a reference, you're making a copy of B instead.
Oh.
So like if I,
Copy
for example,
of B.
do this, I'll just look as R. There's the A equals 128. So if I try to like change my struct, and also so if I try to change my struct A to 128 in this function, what I'm actually changing is a copy. So when I run this, it'll still say 42 because that's what it actually is. Because this one changes it inside here, but that's a copy of B it gets because it's passed my value as the reference.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. So basically, there's two types of memory in a computer. There's something called the stack and the heap.
Okay. Never
Stack.
heard of those.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, like, the stack is like a piece of memory that your CPU holds, like, keeps track of, and it like grows like a stack of plates you put on, and you can pop plates off it again in that stack.
Okay.
The struct is stored on the stack. So when you call this f function, what you're doing is you're taking a copy of B and then stacking it on top, and then calling the function. And then whenever you change something in B, you're changing that new stack of plates on top. And as soon as the function quits, it then pops all those values off again, and you come back in here, and this on the stack, this B on the stack is then the thing you're actually reading, instead of the one in the function over here.
Okay.
My class, on the other hand, is like a pointer. It's a reference, so it's actually stored in the heap, which is just like random memory into your RAM. There's like no rhyme or reason to where it is. And what you're actually storing is just a reference, like a pointer to that. So like when you modify it, you're actually like following the pointer and modifying it somewhere else in memory. So therefore, if we change this, yeah, and just do my class equals that equals 42. So if we do this, change it so. Oh wait. Give me a moment. I think I'm doing something wrong here.
And you're changing you're changing the like the integer inside class A with a dot and then the name of the variable, isn't that right?
Yeah. Wait,
yeah, okay.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm just being silly. There we go. So, oh, I'm sorry if I'm going too fast.
No, I mean, yeah, maybe a little, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's something I'll gradually learn. It's not something that'll stick once I've been told it once or twice.
Yeah, but it's something to get your starting point.
Yeah, definitely.
So basically, we create a my class now, and we have an int inside of it. We set that int to 42. So whenever you do dot on a class, it's actually the same as like doing the star thing on something. So you're getting the actual thing where it is in memory in the heap, and setting the A in that to 42.
Oh, could you just it's just a bit like, are you able to just like use the star instead then, or is it specifically in this instance you have to use the dot?
In this specific instance, you can't unreference a class because reasons. You can technically, but it's like a complicated thing you don't have to worry about now.
Yeah.
Just think of the classes as like basically they're actually pointers to the thing in memory, the actual instance of the class.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for example, I have this function called f, or let's just call it change class, just to make it more obvious what it does.
Yeah.
Since it's actually taking the pointer to where A is, when we change the value here of A inside this function, it actually changes outside too, because they're both pointing to the same thing in memory and changing that instead of like, just changing the thing on the stack.
Hmm?
Which, again, when you do it on the stack, you're making copies of something. So when you had that struct A with the int A inside of it, you're basically just copying that int A and putting it on top and editing that. And then when it goes back, that int A is gone because the stack has moved down again to where you were before.
I think I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same with like basically basic types like ints and stuff. If you just let's make it let's remove most of this. So I showed you it happening with a struct, but basically a struct is handled like if it was a basic type like an int. So you can still do the int a equals 42. Blah blah blah. It's the same in C#, by the way.
Yeah, but it's also a long time since I've used C#.
So you can see we have the int a here.
Mm-hmm.
When we send a into this blah 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 function,
yeah,
we get a copy of a in here. So it's actually a copy we're setting to 128, not the real thing. That's the difference. Also, my class does not exist.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense in my head, but that's just the same thing struct is doing then. It's just it's just basically a variable you can call in, I guess.
Yeah, it's a variable, so it's just a variable that can contain multiple variables. So you can have like, int a string blah blah blah, whatever.
Oh, then that makes it a lot easier to understand actually.
Yeah, a struct is basically just a type like int that contains multiple types inside of it.
Yeah. And then you can't. And the only difference is then that you can't just change what's inside struct.
Yeah, you can't directly just pass it over to something else and have that change it. You have to either do it give it a reference or store it somewhere where it is somewhere in memory where everything can change it, like an int.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Or along and all that. So
yeah,
that's how that works.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the struct is also more compact than a class because it doesn't have all the thing where you can override a function and stuff like that. That does not exist for a struct.
Oh yeah, okay.
You can still have functions within a struct, but you can't change the function in it from another struct, do all the stuff you can with a class.
Oh wow, functions inside that? Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, so you can do this and then you can do this create a str struct and then you can call the do stuff function in it and it will do stuff with it.
Yeah, and then it's also using its own internal a integer, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool.
So when you do call do stuff, it's basically doing, star blah 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 that a equals whatever.
Yeah, it's pointing to a.
Yeah, it's basically changing its own reference or its own value when you call functions within it.
Ah, cool.
So that's how that works.
That does make a lot of sense, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. So basically, you can see structs as way simpler classes. They're way more memory efficient, but they don't have all the same features.
Yeah, a little trade-off.
Yeah. So yes, that is your introduction to classes and structs. Most other stuff you already know. The thing I'll leave you off with is something called slices. So let's, for example, say I have a string called text and it has hello world. Say we want to print everything but the first character. Then we can say text 1 till the end. The dollar sign means till the end.
Oh yeah, you showed this in your seminar too.
Yeah, hello world.
Hello.
And you can also do dollar sign -1. That means from the end, remove 1. So then it removes the exclamation mark.
Yep.
And you can also do like arbitrary ranges, like 1 to 4, and then you can get whatever is L.
L.
Or 0 to 4, then it says hell.
Yay. Okay.
So yeah, and that can happen with any array. So like when you do this, you're basically having a view into text. So you like you're not making a copy of text. You're like viewing 4 characters into text.
Okay, but you could also just use that to put into another variable if you wanted just a selection of those things.
For example, let's say we have a text2. We can say text2 is the slice of that.
Oh,
then
cool.
This string stores that like slice of that. It's not a copy, so it's still a view into it. But like, if you want it to be a copy, so you're sure not actually accidentally doing any changes, you can do .dup. That means duplicate. So then you're duplicating those 4 characters into a new string, and you can store it in text2, and it'll just say hell.
Ah, cool. But wait, what happens if I don't use dup in this instance? Do I just
It'll work. It's just it's in some cases you want to be 100% sure that you're making a duplicate, because for example, if you're talking with C might try to do something weird with the memory, and then it'll like jump between text2 to text1 and change that, which isn't great.
Oh, it might be pointing at text, which might not stay the same. Yeah, makes sense.
So when you do that, you're making a duplicate, so then you're 100% sure that like if you're changing it, nothing changes in text. If it's from D, whenever you change a slice of something else, it will make a copy automatically for you. So like, if I do this, text2 will be its own thing. It's no longer pointing to text. It's created a copy of this and then appended A to it.
And that it does that every time you use the append symbol.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now we have hala.
Hella.
Hala. Cool.
It's hella good.
Hella good.
So yeah, that's how slices work.
Oh, nice.
Well, I hope that that helps you along. I think you now know basically everything you need to like get started.
Yeah, is that I actually really need like where do I search if I remember like if I remember what it does but don't remember how I write it in code, where do I search that?
So there's a language reference here. It's very extensive.
Oh wow, yeah.
But that contains everything about the language. And there's also the library reference, which contains all the standard libraries, so you can like check, for example, maybe you need to check what date it is, then you can do this and check whether the date, time, whatever.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you can just see like on the left side, there's all the different parts of the standard library, so you can like look for stuff in here.
Yeah, okay, that should be good enough to get me started, I feel.
Yeah, and you can also just poke me if you have some questions about like where do I find this thing, Beijing, and stuff like that.
You're the second person that said that to me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you posted a link even. Thank you.
Yeah, I posted a link to you.
Very nice. I still don't notice because I've got streamer mode enabled. That's why I didn't see you calling me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the full. So yeah, I just linked to one of the entries that's for like getting the current date and stuff, doing date math.
Ooh, date math.
Yeah. and the first spec one contains all the actual, like, you can click onto the one called classes, and it explains all the grammar there is for classes.
Wow.
Very extensively. It's like, yeah, very large page, and same with structs and unions. I haven't explained unions. It's basically, imagine a struct, but you're packing multiple things into the same memory area. So you can just like squeeze things together to be in the same space in memory, but like you probably won't need it.
Yeah, I mean it'll come to me if I need it. It'll yeah.
Yeah.
Just need the basics for now.
Yeah. So.
Oh, grammar pragmas. Wait, what's pragmas actually?
That's a compiler feature. It's basically you can tell the compiler to do something specific. For example, you can tell pragma inline that'll tell the compiler that instead of like creating a special like an individual function, it should just copy all the code in there into wherever you're calling the function. You can also create a pragma message, so you can have a message at compile time if something's happening and you're not sure if it'll work. You can like do pragma message. You can like, hey, this might not work for you.
Okay, cool, cool.
Stuff like that. And there's also like stuff for setting which start address a thing is and stuff like that. It's very
extensive.
over the advanced side.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Advanced side. Okay.
The one you might want to care about occasionally is the pragma inline, but you don't really need it for code. It's more like an optimization thing. Sometimes you want to be sure that you're not like jumping around in memory to call functions, so you can just tell it, hey, just copy paste this in whenever I call it.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, that's what pragmas are.
I feel like I am ready to like go to bed because I've been streaming for a while.
That's fair.
I'll try to look at these like in the weekend, maybe.
Yeah.
Little weekend project.
Yeah, on Sunday I'm gonna be doing another seminar with Nethir, so you could also just hop in and watch me explain more.
Oh, I wanted to do that like last weekend. I think it was last weekend you did it too.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it then, but then there was like, then people wanted to play a game, and I was like tied between that and the game, so I decided I wanted to play the game because I'd never played Leaf Company before, so I wanted to try it out. I wasn't even able to play the game because it doesn't work on Linux.
Sometimes it does. It just is like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pain.
But yeah, I'll be doing another VTuber seminars next week, and I'm gonna be talking about control flow. So you know if else and all that, but also for loops and for each loops and while loops and stuff like that. Some pretty neat features there.
Oh, I'll def stop by if I can.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's gonna be archived, so you can just watch it whenever.
Yeah, that's what I did with the last one.
Yeah.
Thank you for the explanations. I feel like I'm a lot better. What do you call it? Equipped to start. Yeah.
They really need to like make a proper like tutorial. The only thing that really is that's like aimed at beginners is the programming language, and that book is like 5 years out of date at this point.
Yeah. I don't feel like they point you very well to like where to begin. Like on the starting page, there's the download page, but where do I start learning?
Yeah.
Like, these aren't learning. These are just documentation. I guess. Wait, there's a learn. There you go. Then there's the tour, which isn't nice.
Yeah, and all the like most of this is like catered towards like already experienced programmers, because I guess they just haven't put energy into making it more approachable for beginners, which is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I noticed that. At least I noticed you talking about it at some point.
Yeah. But yeah, You can actually see it references the book Programming in D. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Let's see.
Outdated.
Updated book.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I've already been in here. That's why I tried the Hello program. Uh,
Yeah.
I was
I mean, most of it is still works. It's just like some of the more advanced features has changed over the years.
yeah, I was stuck on like getting a decompiler or like being able to run decode at all on my computer. That was what I was stuck on.
Oh.
Uh, I kept
Yeah,
getting an error because I was running dub without having it initiated, which it didn't tell me it needed to be.
Oh yeah,
So it
yeah. You
just
gotta do
kept
double
saying I
need
needed
to create a project.
yeah, it said I needed a recipe, and then I searched Dlang recipe, and then nothing showed up.
Oh god, yeah. So yeah, the dub.sdl or dub.json file you have, that's the recipe file.
Yeah, and obviously I noticed. Oh wait, when I when I run the initiate command, it made a recipe file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I before the seminar I walked Deathier through that so we didn't have to do it on stream because
Yeah, it's painful.
it's
I
not
didn't
really.
know how painful it would be. I would have done it on stream if I knew.
I will say that Rust is worse in this front.
Oh,
The cargo.toml stuff is even more confusing.
fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope you have a nice evening. I'm glad I could help you understand it a bit more. Sorry for the confusion. But yeah, feel free to drop by the seminars. They're basically going to be every weekend kind of thing. So every Sunday, we're planning to do another chapter of it.
Is there a break in like the holidays for the seminars too?
Possibly.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought so because
And
otherwise I probably wouldn't be able to like go to everyone.
yeah, but again, we will archive all of them. So
Yeah, no trouble. Thanks for teaching me. I'll have a have a good evening too.
thank you. I got a call with someone else in like 2 hours.
Oh, have fun.
Thank you. And you have fun too, and have a nice slap. I guess you're going to bed.
Yeah, probably in like an hour once I've calmed down.
Yeah, I've also sent you a link to the thing you asked me about because I was confused.
Oh,
Feel free to check that.
fair enough. Thank you. I wasn't sure where I was supposed to search for this. Oops, I opened that on my stream. There we go. Didn't show anything though.
Yeah. Well, it's just the homepage of the thing, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I will see you around, I guess.
Yeah, see ya.
Goodbye.
Good night, CJ. I didn't see this till super late. Sorry about that. Oh my god, I've been so confused with the voice. Like, where's it coming from? Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Should we look if someone else is live that we could then raid? Avatar is streaming. Let me see. I like raiding Avatar because they have like a lot of cool plugins they use. They also asked me about my stream chat once because they wanted to make their own version because they liked the fact that my stream chat had profile pictures. And of course I gave them a link to my GitHub where it was. They haven't touched it yet. I've asked about that recently, but I hadn't had time, which is fair enough. It is a lot of dedication to make a new chat. But it's really not that hard if you use one of the plugins I used. Well, libraries I used. I used Comfy Jazz, which is just like a library that talks to the Twitch API, like the Twitch chat API, which is honestly a little annoying. At least it seems a little annoying from the API references. So Uh, this music is throwing me off. Yeah. Currently they're playing Hollow Knight. They had that 59 deaths, not 97. They generally also do like Final Fantasy streams. That's about all I know about them. I haven't been able to stop by the stream very much, even though I really want to. Yeah. Hi and bye. Hello, Danish Die. Is it Die or is it D? I don't know how to say your name. I know someone else. I know other people say Danish Die, but I'm not. It is D. D. Oh my god. The D programming language. Danish D. Wow. What a great stream that you didn't make. You used to be Danish Die. Oh, I see. Goodbye. Oh, okay.